Welcome back to System Verilog sessions. In this video, I'm going to discuss about throughout and within operator in sequence. So first we will see why do we need throughout operator. So while processing a transaction, there will be some cases where the logic condition or some signal should be hold true throughout the transaction, or some certain values should not be occurred while processing the transactions. So in that cases, we can use the throughout operator. Okay, for example, reset must stay inactive during the configuration, or bus grant must stay asserted during the bus transfer, or mode signal must not change in the middle of the transactions. So these are all the examples where a logical condition must hold true while processing the transactions. So in these cases, we can use the throughout operator. And there will be another case where occurrence of certain values is prohibited while processing a transaction. For example, error flag must not appear while processing a valid data. So in order to achieve this, we can use the throughout operator. Okay, so you may ask, why only throughout operator? We can use the delay also, right? We can use the delay or repetition operators. So why throughout? So simple sequence operators like delay operator or repetition operators cannot enforce a continuous checking. So in these cases, we are continuously checking the logical condition, whether it holds true or whether it holds false, right? So for continuous checking, we need throughout operator. And throughout ensures a Boolean expression evaluates to true at every clock tick during a sequence's entire match interval, right? So we'll see how to use the throughout operator. So this is the Boolean expression. It evaluates to true at every clock tick during a sequence's match interval, sequence's entire match interval. Okay, this should be true for the entire match interval of this sequence expression. Okay, and the equivalent form for this sequence is expression 0 down to $intersect sequence. So the same thing can be written like this by using the intersect operator. Okay, expression 0 down to $intersect sequence. That means expression should be true and it should be repeated for multiple clock cycles where the length of the expression and sequence must be same, because we have used the intersect operator, right? So what intersect says, the length of the both operands should be same and it both should be matched, right? So we can write the expression throughout sequence in this way also. Okay, just remember the equivalent form. So this is about throughout operator. We will see one example now. So here is the example. At positive edge of the clock, $fill of burst mode ##0 not of burst mode throughout the sequence. Okay, so $fill of burst mode means burst mode going from high to low. $fill is nothing but a sample method. We will discuss all the sample methods in the next video. So as of now, just remember that $fill of burst mode means burst mode going from high to low. Okay, falling from high to low is nothing but a $fill. Okay, so burst mode is going from high to low and burst mode should be 0 at the positive edge of the clock. Okay, so #0 means at the same time burst mode should be 0. So it is going from high to low means it should be 0 only, right? So not of burst mode throughout the sequence. So what is the sequence? So when burst mode is 0, in the second subsequent clock tick, the TRDY should be 0 and IRDY should be 0, and this IRDY should be 0 for 7 clock ticks. Okay, because we have used the repetition operator here 7 times, this IRDY should be 0. So this is the sequence. So throughout this sequence, this burst mode should be 0. So this is about the example. So we will see the waveform. So there are two waveforms. One is for failed and another one is for succeed. Okay, so first we will see the failure condition. So this is the clock and burst mode IRDY, TRDY, and this is the condition. TRDY is 0 and IRDY is 0. Okay, and burst rule 1. So this is the whole sequence. Okay, so just remember all the names. So first we will see burst mode at positive edge of the clock ticks. So from 1 to 14 all are positive clock ticks only. Okay, so burst mode should be going from high to low, right? So at this point it's going from high to low. So at the positive edge of the clock, at 0 means what? At the same time, right? And the same clock tick. So burst mode should be 0. So here is the burst mode. It is a 0 in the second clock tick and it is going from high to low, right? So high to low, it is nothing but $fill of burst mode is true, and in the second clock tick it is 0. Burst mode is 0 and throughout the sequence, what is the sequence? So when it is 0 in the second subsequent clock tick, that means in the fourth clock tick we need to check TRDY is 0 or not. So this is the TRDY. Yes, in the fourth clock tick it is 0 TRDY, right? And we need to check IRDY as well. So IRDY in the fourth clock tick it is 0. So now the task is we need to check whether IRDY is 0 for 7 clock ticks or not. So this is the first clock tick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here 7 comes. IRDY is low for 7 times. But this sequence fails. Why? Why? Because the burst mode is not 0 throughout the sequence, right? So at this point the sequence should end. But before ending the sequence, this burst mode goes high. In the 9th clock tick, the burst mode is high, right? It is 1. It's not 0. So that's why it got failed here. So throughout means what? This burst mode should be true throughout the sequence. That means here 7 times repetition will be ended at 10th clock cycle. But it got asserted high at the 9th clock tick. So that's why this sequence failed. So now we will see the succeeded one. Okay. So the same waveform. Here if you see, this is the 7th repetition of IRDY. Okay, in the 10th clock cycles. And if you see the burst mode, it is low, right? So it is low. That's why at this point it got passed. And here you can see it is 0 at 11th clock cycle also. So it's not like it should be 0 for only this interval and next it should go high. It's not like that. It can be high at any time. But the condition is the burst mode should be low for the entire match interval of the sequence. So during this sequence interval, whether this burst mode is 0 or not, that only matters. Okay. So that's why at the 7th clock tick, this sequence passed. So this is about throughout example. So next we will see the within operator. Now we will see the within operator. So why do we need within operator? Many protocols require one sequence to occur completely inside another sequence's time window. So in such cases, this within operator is the best operator. Okay. So for example, there are two cases where this within operator will be used. The first one is a sequence must occur within a specific time frame while processing a transaction. So in this case, we can use the within operator. And another case is certain sequences cannot extend beyond a boundary while processing a transaction. So when you are using within operator, you need to make sure that the sequence is strictly within the another sequence's time window. So within ensures temporal containment. One sequence fits entirely inside another's time window. And the syntax for the within operator is sequence 1 within sequence 2. So that means sequence 1 should fit entirely inside the sequence 2. Okay, and the equivalent form is 1 0 down to $, #1 sequence 1 #1 1 0 down to $, intersect sequence 2. So 1 0 down to $, means it can be anything. Okay, so it's like a clock cycles, any clock ticks before the sequence 1 and any clock ticks after the sequence 1. But the length of the sequence 1 and sequence 2 must be same because we are using the intersect operator. Okay, in simple words, the start point of the match of sequence 1 shall be no earlier than the start point of the match of the sequence 2. Sequence 1 should not start earlier than the sequence 2, and the match point of the sequence 1 shall be no later than the match point of sequence 2. So the sequence 1 should be matched strictly within the sequence 2. If you see the example, you will understand better. Let's go to the example. So this is the example. Not of TRDY *7 within $fill of IRDY #1 not of IRDY *8. That means TRDY should be 0 for 7 clock ticks. So 7 times it should be 0 within this sequence. So what is the sequence? $fill of IRDY. So when IRDY goes from high to low, in the next subsequent clock tick, IRDY should be low for 8 clock ticks or 8 times. Okay. So let's see in the waveform. So I have taken this waveform from the previous example. That's why you can see the burst mode. Okay. Just ignore the burst mode and focus only on IRDY and TRDY. Let's see. First this sequence we will see. Okay. Because we need this interval. And in this interval we need to check the first operand. Okay. So $fill of IRDY. This is the IRDY. $fill means IRDY going from high to low. Okay. From here it is going from high to low. So sequence starts from 3rd clock cycle. Okay. So from here it starts. So when it is going from high to low, in the next subsequent clock tick, that means from here, right, it should be low for 8 clock cycles. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So in the 11th clock tick, it completed the 8 repetitions. So in this interval from 3 to 11th clock tick, whether TRDY is low for 7 times or not, we need to check that. Okay, from 3 to 11. So this is the TRDY. So it is low from 4th clock tick, right? So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Yes, from 4 to 10 it is low. That means within the interval of this sequence. So what is the interval of this sequence? From 3 to 11. So within this time frame, the TRDY, this operand is true, right? This is how within operator is used. So the sequence 1 should not start earlier or later than the sequence 2. Okay, so this is about the within operator. Thank you.